Hello everybody, I am Oda and welcome. Today is all about the jungle. Now, we all know how the jungle works. There's a bunch of camps, there's someone always complaining that the carry or the offlane is stealing their XP. Well, in this one, that is actually going to be slightly useful as long as everyone knows what they're doing. Because you will be able to stack jungle camps every 2 minutes and get an XP and a currency boost. I know they call it something else, but I can't ever remember, so leave me alone. Especially you voices who appear on my videos. Leave me alone. No. I don't know how you get there, but you need to stop. The first video you showed up was weird enough. Now, let's say that there's going to be 3 different types: physical, neutral, and energy. Each one of them is going to do, except for neutral, because, neutral is going to have different effects against different heroes. Now, oh wait, no, that's... Hang on, I just got this mixed up with Predecessor, because I'm keeping an eye on both of them. So with that, because this one is more based off of Paragon, with it, the neutral's not going to have any positives or negatives when attacking. Neutral, duh. Now, physical, I think those camps are going to be weaker against physical attacks, but more damaging to those that are energy. And the energy camps are going to be more damaging to those who do physical attacks. Or I could be full of it and I have it backwards. So, we can go with that. Now, two of the options that they did explain for these are the 2 ranged minions. Yeah, 2 ranged minions that fire projectiles that can be dodged, and then some other minions will be in there with them. And then another one is where there's 2 melee minions. Yeah, two melee or melee, however you want to say it. I don't care. It's not that big a deal. They're just going to keep hitting you, and they're going to build up explosive damage, but there's still going to be a ranged minion, and this is their rating. And it deals lethal damage. Now, I'm not assuming one hit, but I'm assuming it's going to do massive chunks of damage every time it gets hit. So we can go with that. And jungle camps are going to spawn every 2 minutes, like I said. So that'll be fun. And they said you're also going to be very careful with your rotation of the jungle, which should kind of make sense considering all of them have counters. Then there's going to be the higher level jungle guardians, which obviously aren't quite the top tier player in the jungle. But they're going to spawn every 4 buffs, and they're going to grant... it's going to be single hero buffs. I don't remember if they said they're permanent or not. I don't think those ones are. And then let's go up the scale one more. Remnants. Raptors. I'm calling them what they are. It's a raptor. It's a dinosaur, and we have killed them. Especially those that have played Paragon. A lot. A lot. They should be extinct. But, on forward, they're going to grant, and this is their wording, small but powerful buffs, which to me means very easily overpowered and is going to be major game changing. Because one long shift here, one long shift there, all of a sudden it's busted and broken, and well, for me that makes things interesting. So, then they said and the thing that gets me is they said they're small and permanent, but they're high risk, high reward. If it's not that big of a buff, how is it high risk to be exact? I understand that they stack. I know I haven't said anything about that, but they do stack. As long as it's of the same type of raptor. I'm just calling it a raptor. I'm trying to say remnant. It's not working. Same type of raptor. It stacks. But what happens if you get one raptor that's not of the same type as the other? Does one cancel the other one out? Or does it generate 2 different stacks? that is something they didn't really answer, and it's something I have a question about. Will they stack, or will they have to do separate, or is one going to cancel the other out? I said that 5 times, so that's enough. Let's see. Oh yeah, so let's go ahead and jump to the biggest problem. Well, not problem, but the toppest of the tier for jungle minions. And this one's not really a minion. This big bad bruiser will slap and kick and bite you all the way back to your starting point. Lord Prime, the Prime buff, Prime Guardian, Orbis Primus Maximus, whatever you want to call him, he will end you a lot. Doesn't matter who you're playing, as long as they don't overpower the heroes or make him really wimpy. I've kind of seen both, so when you solo Orb Prime Sparrow, because no, shouldn't happen. Even a Chimera shouldn't be able to solo Orb Prime. That was a common occurrence at one point. Scary. Anyways, but he's back. Now he grants 2 to 3 buffs. Not all at once. Hold your horses. However, there are certain things that once you initially get it, whoever picks up the orb gets Paragon of Agora. I believe that. It's either Paragon of Agora or Asher's Rage. One of the two. I don't remember. But it'll double the effect of whatever raptor buffs you have. And I guess that kind of sort of explains the high risk, high reward. But at that point, if that's what they consider high risk, high reward, then focusing Orb Prime as much and as often as you can to double the effects of raptors kind of makes it makes it objective based, which a MOBA is supposed to be. But I know what I'm trying to say and I can't get to it. It's actually a really good idea. I'm not trying to knock it, but there's something that just feels off about it, and I can't think of what it is. I can't think of the wording for it. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go with this. It's a good idea for right now until I can figure out what it is, and maybe I'll edit it in later. I don't know. But there's just something that seems off about it, even though it's a really good idea. Let's go with that. Something feels off. I don't know what it is. It could also be just because I'm really worried about it, but there's something that feels off about this, even though it's like, okay, take this out, to take this out, to take this out, to get the ultimate buff. And then buffs on top of the buff. I just realized this could be very easily one-sided. Because I have played in games in Paragon where people purposely just drew out the game for shits and giggles. Let's go with that. And then one of the other things that I am most curious... I'm not curious. Why would I say curious? Actually, I'm kind of curious because if they are what I think they are, these Amber or Ember collectors, I can't tell if that's just the way Sylphan says it or if it's actually Ember and not Amber. I don't know. I'm assuming Amber. These so-called Amber collectors that you have to stand on a pad and hit certain buttons to gain boosts. Sounds a lot like a very much more difficult harvester to me. A lot more difficult. Ridiculously difficult. And that appears to be everything that I have because everyone's already covered the Orb Prime dunking a lot, so it's not something I wanted to focus on. It is nice that it's back, even though that's the first thing I said in the video. Even though it's back, like I said, I am a little bit disappointed that you can't dunk it to bring back a inhibitor, not harvester. But I'm very happy to see that they're making this game much more objective based. And there's going to be a lot of things that I can't say returning players, but the people that played Paragon are going to understand right away. But there's also going to be things that we're going to have to figure out as well. And this is really what's got me excited for the game. And for all these post-Paragon products is the relearning and learning of the maps, the strategies, the small details. And that's something Paragon started to lose later, the longer it went on. And that's what I'm looking forward to most with these. And with that, without getting too sappy and spilling all my reasons why I think it died in the first place, because that needs to be a whole video in of itself at some point, I am Ota, and I'm assuming these voices, and or words, depending on what you want to call it, because that's what they are, will be making an appearance throughout the video, so to them, please shut up, they don't come here to read. And two, hopefully y'all had a nice Thanksgiving, because I'm assuming most of the people that watch my stuff are in the US. I don't check my stats too often. However, thank you for even watching these videos. My 2 out of my 4 last videos have been phenomenal with just the roughly 30 views. It's been a day or two since I checked it. That makes me really happy to see them, guys. It really does. I know I don't put a lot of effort in. I don't put as much effort into my videos as a lot of people do. But I get what I want out of the videos when I make them. And for me, right now, that's good enough. And like I said, for you guys to actually watch these, for me, that's really cool. But enough of the sappy crap. Let me end this video before it goes on for another 15 minutes. I am Ota. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.